The proposed increase in excise tax for automobiles has the whole industry buzzing. Autofocus, as the sounding board of the automobile industry, has been fit to get the reactions of the different car companies to this tax proposal. And this week we have Mitsubishi Motors Vice President for Marketing, Mr. MR.FROIDYTIANQUIN, on their take on the new excise tax. As a brief backgrounder, the version of Congress of the new excise tax has two stages of implementation, in 2018 and the second stage at the start of 2019. This version was designed apparently to cushion the impact of the bill on vehicle sales in the country.
Just recently, we just noted that the committee for the Senate has already also have their own proposal. Our sense here is they have only one stage. I have seen the committee proposal, and they've expanded the levels to 5 from the previous 4 brackets. And at the same time, there's only also one effectivity, meaning one implementation date. And our sense here is, of course, given that there's a difference between the Senate and Congress, there's still going to be a bilateral committee meeting to be able to sort these things. What is the proper rate, or will there be really a two-tier implementation?
Like all other car companies in the country, Mitsubishi also conducted its own studies, taking the two proposed stages in its totality and the effect on their sales.
If we're considering Stage 1 and Stage 2 together, it's actually almost equal based on our current models. What we are now trying to prepare for, of course, given that this is still in the Committee of Senate, I think they wanted to get some understanding from each member or CAMPI member or each brand to be able to react on this new proposal by the Senate. Since probably the start of the second half, we've heard about this new excise tax proposal. And of course, we are also looking at some acceleration right now on purchases, since they all know that by January, this new excise tax scheme will be already implemented. So our sense, especially for the last quarter, there's going to be a rush. And of course, right now, we're preparing, and I think not only Mitsubishi, but even the other brands are preparing that they have the inventory to support this sales acceleration.
Actually, this is what all the other brands are likely to do, given the steep rise in the proposed excise tax. For the Mitsubishi brand, we asked Mr. MR.FROIDYTIANQUIN what strategies they have undertaken for this planned sales acceleration, and specifically which models are targeted.
Apart from this external rush, meaning expected sales acceleration, we are also reinforcing the brand image. And right now, especially for Mirage, since this is under the government cars program, we're pushing it to be a proudly Philippine-made vehicle. So at least people will be able to, when they purchase the Mirage, at least they feel better that they are able to contribute to the economy. And at the same time, of course, our intention here, when we are producing the Mirage, there's a lot of people involved, a lot of companies involved, the suppliers. So eventually, this will translate to overall good economy, because it's in totality, we're considering everything.
Manufacturing vehicles has a significant impact on the host country's economy, considering the numerous jobs created, the extensive supply chain involved in the manufacture, and the exponential benefits not only to the community, but to the whole country's economy as well. Mitsubishi has undertaken steps not only for the locally made Mirage, but for their other models as well, including their best-selling Montero Sport. As Mitsubishi takes steps to prepare for the new excise tax, we ask Froy how this affects the auto industry as a whole and how Mitsubishi Motors Philippines is doing.
As a whole, for this year, of course, it's good. We may exceed even the target set by CAMPI. because of that sales acceleration. But of course, by next year, depending on what will be the final rates and final brackets for the excise tax, that will probably take effect for next year. Of course, we feel that there's not going to be a slowdown unless there's going to be a significant increase in prices. And of course, we feel the market will continue to grow in spite of this new or improved excise tax. We're still expecting growth from 2018 onwards. No? And we feel that the Philippine market, given its more than 100 million population, can support this growth. Well, we're doing good, and this is as of last month, August. I think we're better than the industry growth, where we actually grew by around 18%. And I think industry is only at 16 in total, 16%. So and market share has also improved. So we're doing great now. And in fact, we feel it could have been better if not for the snags that we experienced during the first quarter. There were some issues on LTO and so we could have sold more if not for these snags. No? Of course, in our case, we have some inventory shortages also. So.
According to Freud, the Montero Sport and the Mirage are doing better than expected. But there are other models which I have been carrying for over 10 years now, like the Adventure and the L300, are also doing well. Nevertheless, the company continues to be dynamic in their sales promotions.
Currently, we have some campaigns or promos for all models. So I just wanted probably the market to visit any Mitsubishi dealer, because it's really very attractive now. And right now, since I mentioned about the excise, probably the best timing is really to take advantage of these promos right now for all vehicles that we have.
Freud also said that there are no surprises before the year ends as far as new models are concerned. But who knows what's up their sleeve?
Before the year ends, none. But we may probably have a sneak peek of what to be expected for the first quarter.
As of today, nothing definite has come out of the proposed new excise taxes. But as far as Mitsubishi Motors Philippines is concerned, the sneak peek hinted at is certainly worth waiting for.